Michigan is one of about a dozen states that offers free meals to all students regardless of income. But a new proposal introduced today could change all of that in the fall. A new plan being introduced in the State House of Representatives right now could impact those free meals. Our Abigail Taylor is joining us live in studio to explain. Abigail.
Yeah, so thousands of students right now in Michigan are taking advantage of the free school meals program, and according to advocates, it's having a big impact on student success in the classroom. But it's up to lawmakers to decide whether this year it's in the budget. Free or reduced lunch can come with a stigma.
I do not allow that information out to principals. I don't allow it to secretaries. I keep that information confidential because that's important to the families.
A shame that Susan Livingston says has started disappearing since 2023 when Michigan started funding free meals for all students. Now, school's out for summer. Behind the scenes, though, important conversations are in session. Like here in Portage, Susan Livingston is already thinking about meals for students next school year. And in Lansing, lawmakers are negotiating a 2026 school budget.
I never thought I would be advocating this hard to feed students.
Amanda Klein says eventually lawmakers will have to agree. But she says sitting in on these sessions makes her believe they have a long way to go.
It's going to take the Senate and the House to come to the table and hammer out kind of what this all looks like.
The Democrat-led Senate proposal raises per student funding to $10,008, with line items for specific programs like free school meals. The Republican-led House's proposal raises per student funding to $12,000, the highest level in Michigan history, but it puts it into a big pot, rather than dictating where the dollars should go. In a statement, Michigan House Republicans say in part, this is shifting control away from Lansing and giving more decision-making power to local schools and families. Back in Portage, Livingston says line item cuts to free breakfast and lunch would have an impact.
In some of the areas around Portage, it's more prevalent than people actually realize because the parents have to work. And getting the kids in so that they can come in and have breakfast, their grades have improved, their attention spans improved.
Livingston says people need to know and let lawmakers know that without this program, students will suffer.
Be very vocal about it because this is something that every child and every person has a right to food and not to be insecure and not know where your next meal is coming from.
If lawmakers choose not to fund the school meals program, charges for students could start as early as September or October. Live in the studio, Abigail Taylor, News Channel 3.